Number 9. I will delete. Alright. Find the distance between the 2 points. Okay, the same. Do you want to do this? -1, -3, and 7, 5. Yeah, okay, try. D, distance is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. So you just choose which one is your x sub 1. Let's say this is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. That one. Yeah, I just want to know if you know how to do this. Yeah, so the answer here is 8 square root 2. Okay, let's try number 10. That is, number 10 is the same distance. Is this your homework? Okay, then we will finish. Number 10, the same is distance. Find the distance. So that one, let's say that one is xy1, x2, y2. So distance is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Then we plug in everything. That is -3 minus 5 squared plus -3 minus 1 squared. So this is -8 squared plus -4 squared, which is 64 plus 16. 64 plus 16 is 80. So this is square root of 80. 6 plus 4. Yeah. Then what are the factors of 80? 80 can be 40 times 2 or 20 times 5. But 20 is, no, maybe 16 times 5, right? 16 times 5 is 80. Yeah, I think so. So we can write this as square root of 16 times square root of 5. Therefore, the distance is equal to 4 square root of 5. You got that? Okay. Is it the same answer there? Alright. So let's move to number 11. Okay, number 11, find the midpoint of the segment with the following endpoints. So we're given endpoints 8, 10 and -2, 4. You just have to solve for the midpoint. Midpoint again is x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2 and y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. So that is the midpoint. Okay, and then we just plug in all the values. Let's say this is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. So midpoint is x sub 1 is 8 plus -2 over 2. Then 10 plus 4 over 2. So this is 8 minus 2 is 6 over 2. 10 plus 4 is 14 over 2. Then this is the midpoint is just 3 7. Okay, so that is the midpoint of that one, number 11. You got it? By 2. Yes. Because this one, let me show you. It says that these 2 points, I'm going to draw it on the number line. So let's say this is the segment. The end points are, okay, this one is the first end point. Let's mark it red. So it says the first end point is 8, 10, and the other one is -2, 4. Okay, if this is the line segment, this is not accurate. So we need to find the point that is in the middle, midpoint. That's why we divide it by 2, the x coordinates and the y coordinates. It should be -7, right? Oh, where did I 5? No, 8, 10, 8. It's -2. So 4 plus 10. Because I'm solving number 11. 8, 10, -2, 4. I'm solving number 11. So there is 8 plus -2 is 6 over 2. And then 10 plus 4 is 14 over 2. So 6 over 2 is 3. And then 14 over 2 is 3, 7. It's not -7. Okay? So the midpoint of number 11 is 3, 7. Okay. Okay, so no questions on this? Okay. And we go to number 12, the same. Number 12, find the midpoint of -2, -10, and 8, -4. So let's say this is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2. Midpoint is just the average of the x coordinates and the average of the y coordinates. Then we plug in everything. This is -2 plus 8 over 2. Then -10 plus -4 over 2. Then this is 6 over 2. -10 plus -4 is -10 minus 4. So this is -14 over 2. Yes. That one is the distance formula. This is addition, so you can just add it as x sub 1 plus x sub 2 or x sub 2 plus x sub 1. It's the same. You'll find the same answers. You just got home from school? Oh yeah, it's your Saturday. Oh, your Sunday. Let's no questions on 10, 11, 12. We move on to 13. Ready for 13? Alright. Okay, now. Okay, try to solve it. I'll just put here the points. 6, -8, and -2, 2. Find the midpoint. Show you how to solve it so you can check where you messed up. So midpoint is x sub 1 plus x sub 2 over 2. Then y sub 1 plus y sub 2 over 2. You have to identify your x sub 1, y sub 1 first. So this is your x sub 1, this is your y sub 1, this is x sub 2, this is y sub 2. Then you plug in everything. So what is x sub 1? Yes, here on the points I marked it, x sub 1. Okay, x sub 2, okay, plus negative 2, then over 2. And then what is your y sub 1? Negative 8. Yeah, it's the negative 8 plus 2 over 2. Then you simplify. 6 plus negative 2 is 6 minus 2, which is 4. So this will become 4 over 2. Negative 8 plus 2 is negative 6 over 2. Then 4 divided by 2 is 2. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3. So the midpoint is 2, negative 3. Is it the same as in your book? Okay, so that's how to solve it. Are you ready for the next one? Because this one is different, number 14 and 15. Okay. Good. Okay. What are the coordinates of the point on the directed line segment from negative 3, negative 10 to 9, 5 that partitions the segment in the ratio? Our ratio is 1:2. So let's say this is point A and this is point B. So let me draw a line segment. Okay. Let's say this is the line segment, and then this is point A, which is negative 3, negative 10, and this is point B, which is 9, 5. So we find the point that partitions the segment into a ratio of 1:2. So it can be divided here, 1:2 or 1/2. The point P, let's say it's point P. Point P could be somewhere here, but we don't know, but we're given the ratio. So we need to find the x and y coordinates of P. So this is how we're going to solve it. So point P is just equal to the ratio. Okay, the ratio is m:n. So m here is equal to 1 and n is equal to 2. So this is how you're going to find the point P. So it's just n times x sub 1 plus m times x sub 2 over 2. Let me draw it again. Write it again. Okay, point P is just equal to n x sub 1 plus m x sub 2 over m plus n. Then the y coordinate is n y sub 1 n y sub 1 plus m y sub 2 over m plus n. So let's define x sub 1 and y sub 1. Let's say this is x sub 1, this is y sub 1, this is x sub 2, this is y sub 2. So we substitute all of the values. Yeah, substitute everything. N is 2, right? So 2 times x sub 1 is negative 3 plus m is 1 times x sub 2 is 9 over m plus n. So that is 1 plus 2. Then for the y coordinates, let me use yellow. N is 2 times y sub 1 is negative 10 plus m is 1 times y sub 2 is 5. over 1 plus 2. There's no more space. Then this is just 2 times negative 3 is negative 6, plus 1 times 9 is 9 over 3. Then 2 times negative 10 is negative 20, plus 5 over 3. So this is just negative 6 plus 9 is 3, so 3 over 3. Negative 20 plus 5 is negative 15 over 3. Therefore, point P is just 1, negative 5. So this is the answer. Is it the same in your book? Yeah, the same. Okay, that's how to solve it. So you define your x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, and your ratio, it says 1:2, meaning 1 there is m, and n is equal to 2. And this is what you should follow, this one you should follow. Right, then we move on to the next one. So let's solve number 15. What are the coordinates of the points, a point on the directed line segment -5, -10, 2, 2, 4, that partitions the segment into a ratio 2:5. So let's say this is point A, this is point B, and this is x sub 1, y sub 1, x sub 2, y sub 2, then this is m, this is n. So m is equal to 2, n is equal to 5. If this is our line segment, okay, then point A, this one is this one, which is -5, -10, and this is point B, which is 2, 4, and we find P anywhere. So this should be P, and we find the coordinates of P. Okay, so this would be point P. Let me for a while. Point P. Point P is just n x sub 1 plus m x sub 2 over m plus n. Then the other one is y, n y sub 1 plus m y sub 2 over m plus n. Then we plug in all the values. N is equal to 5, okay, and n is equal to 2, m equals to 2. So n is 5 times x sub 1, which is -5, plus m is 2 times x sub 2, which is 2 over m plus n. Then the other one, the y value, n 5 times y sub 1 is -10, plus m is 2 times y sub 2 is 4 over m plus n, so 2 plus 5. Then we simplify. 5 times -5 is -25, plus 4 over 7. 5 times -10 is -50, plus 8. 2 times 4 is 8 over 7. Then -25 plus 4. What is -25 plus 4? It's -21 over 7. Then -50 plus 8 is -42 over 7. Then therefore the point that partition the segment in the ratio 2:5 is just -21 over 7 is -3, then negative 42 over 7 is negative 6. So this is the point. Negative 3, negative 6. Is it the same in your answer key? Alright. Yeah.